Hello everybody, my name is Mel the Money Coach. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode on my channel called Mel the Money Coach. This is a Bring Home the Bacon series where I have now cooked a pound of bacon, 2 pounds of sausage, and now a dozen farm fresh eggs. I'm prepping for my night shifts coming up, and for all my fellow night shifters, you know breakfast is always the right time to eat. So, middle of the night, morning, evening, I love my breakfast food. So we are talking about different ways. We talked about the baby steps, how to save your fully funded your $1,000 emergency fund. We haven't made it to the fully funded one yet, and how to get that debt snowball rolling. And we also talked about different ways to bring in extra income, which is absolutely critical. So this series, we're talking about what constitutes an actual emergency to use that $1,000. So, we talked about how, things that are planned are definitely not an emergency. So you have to ask yourself, is this unexpected? Is this absolutely necessary? Say for example, your car blows up and you live 40 miles from work. Well, that would be an emergency. If your car blows up and you work from home, well, that could still be an emergency, but I would say it would be less, if your transportation is tied to your income, well, then we absolutely need a vehicle, for sure. So you're going to be, definitely tapping into that emergency fund in order to make that work. Your first option when you're looking at using your emergency fund is always, how can I bring in extra income immediately to prevent from using the emergency fund? And or if you have to use the emergency fund, how can I replenish it as quickly as possible? So with these baby steps, as you progress forward with any of the steps, if you have to go tap into your emergency fund, you stop the baby steps, and your first priority with gazelle intensity is to replenish that emergency fund. That $1,000 is the saving grace between you and life. So we want to ask ourselves, is it an unexpected expense? Is it truly necessary, and is it urgent? Say even the category of is it urgent, a family crisis, a higher than expected tax bill. Now, that's another one we'll get to talk about here shortly with tax season right around the corner. Well, it is tax season, I should say, with the tax deadline coming up here really soon. You really want to prioritize not having debt owed to the IRS. That's one where we would bump that to the top of the debt snowball, which we'll get to here in a couple of videos. So, yes, so using your emergency fund, ask yourself, I digress. I love talking about financial stuff, so of course, I just get off on these tangents, especially when I'm cooking eggs. So, yes, ask yourself, is it unexpected, is it urgent, and is it necessary? Those are extremely important to ask yourself those questions before dipping into your emergency fund. And your first key is always to increase your income, to replenish that as quickly as possible, and or to cash flow any of those expenses. So I would love to work with you, so please sign up for a free consultation. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get more tips on how to become financially free and you be in control of your finances instead of your finances controlling you. I would love to work with you because every person deserves a chance to be financially free. So I would love to help you do that. That's it for now. I'll see you next time.